Goed, ik film nu ook met de GoPro hier. Klaar? Heb je nu de versnelling? 3, 2, 1.
Hello everybody and welcome to this journey where my dad and I ride to the North Cape on dual sports. Now we did have some bad weather, but the thing is, whenever it's raining I don't really film, so you won't be seeing much of it. We left our home in the Netherlands 15 days ago, and right now we have arrived in the northern part of Finland and we slowly saw the landscape change from pine forest to tundra. Oh, and corners and bends in the roads is not something they know of in Finland. But regardless of that, we had a lot of fun riding here because the landscape made more than up for it. We also encountered the first of many reindeer gates. Now this stuff right here may not look like much, but in fact it was quite tricky. Trick was keep your speed up and keep your eyes up and hope for the best, I suppose. It worked quite well for us at least. I don't know man, I'm not a professional motorcycle rider. Jokes aside though, it worked best for us to treat it like it was loose sand, which means weight on the rear and throttle on. Luckily, the most difficult part was behind us and we were back to hard-packed dirt from now on. Oh, nope, never mind. This was also the bit where we had to cross 400 to 450 kilometers without a petrol station. So it was good that we both had long-range tanks, otherwise we wouldn't have made it on our dual sports. As you can see, there's a bit more water and a bit more corrosion than last year. Now, the first is of course more variable, but the second one isn't. And it can also be quite tricky when you come across a pothole that is not as visible as you would like it to be. So we decided to warn the people that would come after us by basically sticking a stick into it.
Ja, prima. Dat zie je wel.
We also encountered the first of many reindeers. We also rode on a lot of what we call the Finnish highways. These are hard-packed gravel or dirt roads. And trust me when I say that comfort-wise, you'd rather ride on this than the Finnish asphalt. But it was getting late, and in a local grocery store in a very small village, we asked if they maybe knew a place where we could pitch our tents. And they pointed us to this airstrip.
Ja, wel druk zo bij het vliegveld.
He said jokingly, but little did I know we were far from alone.
Maar ja, je kan niet alles hebben.
There were no humans here though. And luckily also no bears. No, there was something that was much worse.
Ik weet niet of je dit kan zien, maar
Ze zit echt overal.
God, beste.
Wacht even, dan film ik het even terwijl ik ze weghaal. Jezus, wat veel. Weet je maar.
Because of this, we ended up cooking our food in the middle of the runway. And the next morning...
Klaar? Heb je de versnelling? 3, 2, 1, go!
And yes, we did take it very easy. Our engines were cold and the TTR would have smoked me anyways. What was for real though, is that it was at least as fun as it looked. And would you look at that? The next local. And the next one. And oh my god, why are there so many of you?
Ja, vast zijn jullie staploop. En als kudde ook veel beter op te als engelen.
We also came across the place where I had the breakdown last year. This also happens to be the border. Across the water is Norway. We also stayed at a place where my dad could work on some minor electric issue.
In ieder geval worden ze schoon.
And we discovered that they really like jam in this town. But it was time for us to head farther north. And farther north still. Having arrived at the northern coast of Norway, I knew from last year that the very small little fishing village and the piece of art in the middle of the extreme, rugged, desolate and amazing landscape were all fantastic. So safe to say I was very excited to show this to my dad.
Al die snoetjes heb ik thuis gelaten.
Now, I think it was because of the cold, but after having lunch here, the battery of my DRZ 400 just stopped working.
Ben je zover? Goed, op hoop van zegen. Nope, helemaal niks. Koude motor, dus het is alles op niks van gas.
Now, you can call this strong or weak or understandable, or you might not get it, but the fact is that both my dad and I got emotional riding here because just the landscape and the scale, the nature, I don't know. And then you're there, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Well, no, not the middle of fucking nowhere. At the edge of fucking nowhere. Now, for us, this was the real North Cape. And don't get me wrong, the North Cape is amazing. But to be out here alone, in such a magnificent and immense landscape, is just so much more breathtaking. Now, there's simply no way for me to convey the feeling of riding here. But if you're watching this and you're thinking, wow, then for me, that's good enough. Thank you so much for watching. And don't worry, in the next episode we'll reach the actual North Cape. In the meantime, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe if you're not and if you're interested in more. And please leave a comment because I do love reading those. And I'll see you in the next one.